As this incredible home behind me might suggest, we're back at Badminton. It's that time of year, the first major 4-star on the calendar in the UK this spring in 2017. Sadly for me, I'm not riding this year due to an impending pregnancy, first time for us, which is a little bit scary. I'd probably much rather be tackling the hallowed turf here at Badminton. But instead you're going to follow me a little bit and have a rider's perspective of what the week entails for these guys. Arriving here in the stables at Badminton is truly a badminton experience. I still remember the very first time I came in 2004, entering these old buildings, the Duke's own personal stables, which we're so fortunate to be able to use. You know, when you get on your horse every day and ride out through the arch, that's when you understand that you're at Badminton. So here we are Friday afternoon at the completion of the dressage. Tim has just finished his test and a couple of little mistakes, but I think overall he'll be pretty happy. I don't personally get too nervous or excited watching dressage. I think it's just sort of one of the motions you have to go through, and more importantly, I think it sort of sets you up as a rider for the weekend to come. We're lucky, you know, one of the perks of being a small country is we're a fairly tight-knit crew. It's just coming up 5:30 here and we're just going to head out on the cross country as a final walk with everyone in the team. It's a good opportunity to, you know, just bounce ideas off each other and hopefully leave everyone feeling confident and with a real plan in their head of how they're going to tackle this course come tomorrow. So it's sort of mixed emotions for me walking this impressive Badminton track. You know, cross country is typically the Kiwis' forte. We love to see a big imposing track that hopefully is going to sort the men from the boys, and certainly this year's Badminton looks to be it. Here we are at the lake, which I think is the first real proper question on the track. It's always quite intimidating galloping down here. This area is going to be swamped, you know, 20 deep with people. It's a really imposing, sort of big, airy fence in, and then, you know, sort of quite an accuracy fence coming out. Here we are at fence 11 and 12, the KBIS bridge. It is the very famous sort of vicarage ditch area. It's a big fence. It comes off a little bit of a slight downhill sweeping turn, so it's not like you get a great shot at this from a straight line from far back. Certainly once the riders have jumped it, they're going to be pleased to tick it off their list. So we're a little bit further around the track now. If everything is going well, we should be around 6.5 minutes. This is the PHEV corral. It's quite different to sort of the context of the course this far. It's spindly, it's upright, it's going to require the horses to be very nimble, athletic, very careful. When sort of to this point, we've been asking them to be very bold and courageous. Just past the 9-minute mark now, Huntsman's Close, another really famous area of the Badminton track. Although perhaps a little bit softer than we've seen in previous years. Almost probably a bit of a sigh of relief after the intense patch that we've had. So fairly straightforward, 2 tables, A and B. Hopefully it shouldn't cause too much problems. So fences 27 and 28, 2 straightforward but big oxa brush hedges. Sympathetic riding may be required if we're running a bit low on fuel, but these are all tough Kiwi riders. These horses are well prepped, and we're hoping to see them full of running still. So fence number 30, the last fence. Riders are always delighted to see this fence. They'll either be, all their dreams will have been made or broken. You know, I think overall it's a true 4-star course. It's demanding from start to finish. It's bound to be exciting. A few nervous moments, no doubt, but hopefully we all come on the right side of that clean sheet. Saturday morning here at Badminton, it's always sort of the exciting, nerve-wracking, scary part of the competition. I think the course looks fantastic. Recapping on yesterday, it's going to reward brave and committed riding, which us Kiwis are so renowned for. I'm really confident the boys can deliver today, and it's bound to be an action-packed day of watching. So here we are at the riders' tent. This is a really important part of the competition, so essentially all of the riders will be up here to watch the first horse go. It sort of gives vital feedback, how the course is riding, what the time looks like, so everyone sort of will anxiously gather around just prior to that first horse leaving at 11:30. ESNZ hospitality tent. It's a new innovation that was started last year here at Badminton on the lakeside. It's a fantastic spot. It's just an opportunity for us to bring together owners, supporters, sponsors, friends, family. We're very lucky to have some great support from Gatehouse and the Mark Todd Collection as primary sponsors, backed up also by Volcano Coffee, Little Beauty Wines and Ovation Lamb. So it's the end of cross country day here at Badminton 2017. As always, there's some people with big grins and some people with faces of despair, but it's been a really exciting day watching, especially here at the ESNZ tent. Delighted to have 4 Kiwis in the top 10. For a little nation, we certainly punch above our weight, and the horses look to finish well, so hopefully they come out and jump well tomorrow. For me, it's been a little bit of a frustrating day watching from a rider's point of view. The competitor in you is very evident, and you know, you'd give nothing to be out there doing it myself, but either way, it's been a pleasure to watch these boys in action, and they certainly have flown the Kiwi flag and done us all proud. So it's Sunday morning post jog. It's always a good stage of the competition, obviously having the mammoth task of Saturday behind us. Hopefully the horses have come through the night well. The girls have been busy. There's a lot of behind the scenes work that goes on to make sure these horses recover and can come out as best as possible to jump on Sunday. I think Team New Zealand are looking great this morning, all through the jog, so really pleased and looking forward to the show jumping this afternoon.
If I can't be flying the flag myself, at least I've got these two dashing men to do it for us, and they've really delivered the goods today.
So the week is over and it's been a fantastic week. For me, I always liken a 3-day event, it's a bit like an emotional roller coaster. The preparation that goes into just getting here in itself is an achievement. Then there's the emotions of the dressage. It either went to plan or it didn't go to plan. And then obviously the adrenaline associated with cross-country day, and then the pressure that mounts come show jump day. But always obviously easier to deal with when you're on the right side come Sunday afternoon, and delighted this week to have had, I think, with 4 Kiwis in the top 10 with Andrew, Tim, Mark and Mark again. So a super week for Team New Zealand, and best we get on with the celebrations.